Alright, thanks again, VR Blazar. My color timer was starting to run out. That should have taken care of every last Mofoon in this... Every last Mofoon in this forest. Now, let me go ahead and go back. Oh my God!
Flashback.
Since the color timer's run out, I can't grow big again for like another day. I got you, Broseph. I happen to grow large too. Who the hell are you? Kamen Rider review. Not explaining. CG5. Let's go. Oh no, anything but that. What the hell is going on over there? Like, no one invites me to these things. I shouldn't have stopped being Morphin Black's persona and be my own thing. It's whatever. It's whatever. This week's KingOhger gives us Shaft and Stroke game that is too weak to get the horns going. But otherwise, there's something else that's on the menu, so let's go ahead and take a look at this week's KingOhger. KingOhger finally doing things that progress the world story. After breaking even with the KingOhgers, he pulls out the secret sauce to going bigly. Shoe God Souls. But this time, he's much bigger than the KingOhger, and given the size comparisons of a certain toy making the scene soon, I can see why. Scaring off the Shoe Gods to break up the KingOhger. It looks like KingOhger isn't even at his final form yet, since he's juiced up on Legends Shoe Gods and Jeremy Spider. He's got till sunrise to get well done, so we've got some time to kill. Of course, getting their ass handed to them on a platter in front of the citizens is sure to drive down morale. But Hat Guy is here to get Gira to start motivating. Except he can't. So Best Wingman, who's actually Spider-Man, is here to drop some more lore. Sorry if I'm lisping, guys, but like, I just finished eating some really hot spaghetti and the roof of my mouth is just completely cut. So, don't mind me as I take an honorary lore drink. 2,000 years ago, the first king of Shugodan was the one who was recognized by the Shoe Gods to lead them to victory. And now, Gira is that guy. Except, not no more, because the Shoe Gods are too scared to listen to what he's gotta say. But the Bowski's got a plan, because Raculus told him about the lands previously, so he tries to get the castle off just to get it to reveal itself. But his stroke game is weak. Keep playing that for a second. Due to him not being able to get the castle off, he chose instead to give it to Gira, making his motivational speech 2 episodes ago just him talking out his ass. But now that Kamajin's secret is also out, he too has got the scoop from Dabowski. And he wants to get that castle just completely out the way, and introduces us to the Shoe God Hunter, who took the souls from the legends. All this while Suzume be capping about Raculus's body being in that casket. Y'all actually buying that? Because I ain't. But Suzume laid in the sheets to get the deets from Raculus regarding the castle. It's a giant robot. Neat. Who didn't see that come? Moving on. So Gira, having the bloodline necessary to get the gears turning, gets the spark he needs to. Oh wait, that's the Shoe God Hunter going to work. So let's get some flips and shit out the way and throw in some electro drunk Gira and snap some sense into him because he's gotta go. Bitch out. Now, the others lose their powers as their Shoe Gods get absolutely zapped, which doesn't explain why Jeremy lost his powers when his shoe god already got his soul snatched and is not in this fight. But, whatever. I don't even know how he transformed in the first place. But let's ignore that because Gira's gone to his bug. So when it comes to fighting, KingOhger should actually be alright because he ain't got no soul. That's right, even if you go back to episode 1, God KingOhger has had no soul at the top of the cockpit. But it's willpower and the power of tyranny that rules the evening, since Gira makes legend into reality. With Yanma taunting the shoe gods, they go to assist in a kingly finisher. So now that that's over, Gira's off to churn the castle's butter to see if the cream came out just right. And it's bad. Oh yeah, Daigorg's still out there growing though. Rating time! This episode is a little bit of an odd one because it feels like not a lot happened, while at the same time, a lot technically happened in terms of backstory explainers, or at least if you start piecing the pieces together. But then a lot of the other things was also just relegated to the back end. There's some bad camera work, such as Gira and Yanma's earlier conversation, replicating Rakulus's special angles, which aren't good. But then the tidbit of lore moments are pretty good, with the just okay portions of the episode balancing out with the good parts of it. I'd have to give this episode yet another Bioman B. Gira ate KingOhger's soul. I mean, it feels obvious now. Remember a few reviews ago, there was speculation that the rainbow Jujuria that Gira ate as a kid was the same thing the bugs ate to grow. Now that we know that what the bugs ate was the shoe god souls, it makes perfect sense that Gira ate some shoe god souls, and likely it was KingOhger's, which is how he probably gained the ability to even talk to the shoe gods to begin with. Yanma had somewhat of a good turn this episode, originally playing down the soul aspect of the shoe gods due to their machine nature, but I think there has to be more there, considering that we don't actually know the origins of the shoe gods themselves. Have they always been the source of food for the Bugnarok, while humans saw them more as tools? Hopefully, that question gets answered, as we still don't know much about the prehistory before the Bugnarok War 2,000 years ago. But the fact that he actually did end up giving the shoe gods a motivational speech after just consider them machines to begin with was a good turning point for him. However, it's kind of weird that all this happens within the context of a single episode in itself. Though we know that he converted the shoe gods to electrical energy, I feel that we didn't have too much of a plant seed in terms of how he personally saw the shoe gods versus how he sees them now. Suzume continues to be a great add-on to the story, as she still gives off vibes of being really into Rakulus, but then still getting the info that she wanted out of him. Though I still don't think that his body is in that casket, but what really is in there is the real question. It was clearly heavy, so what if the Kawagata Ohger suit is in there? He did drop the sword. What if she's trying to make it fit her? Or maybe it's just a ton of bricks. Or even Rakulus's ego. What I didn't like is that we get the twist that they've been consuming shoe god souls to get large, but they didn't really show us when they got the greater shoe gods and the god tarantulas. It was just already a thing. They also keep the threatening nature of Daigorg, but at the end of the day, he wasn't the one that took the souls, and instead, he was just the one that ate them. So a lot of the buildup for this guy just feels like he's just muscles without the brains. I'm not really getting full-on intimidation from this general. Like, I get it, he's a powerhouse. But in terms of, like, full-on menacingly appeals, I don't see it. So as of yet, we are 22 episodes in, so we are near the halfway point. So it should be around this time that you expect a major shakeup in the story. I just hope that the shakeup isn't the predictability of the Rainbow Jujuria, or what is the castle and the Gatai that will come along with it. Because, yeah, I'm not a fan of the combination, and I really fear for the suit actor having to lug around that suit. Unless the reason why we haven't been getting so many CG fights as of late is because they've been saving it for the debut of this full-on combi. Otherwise, they've just been sitting on this Fury of the Gods reveal that's been marinating in the background, so I hope that they start going all in on it from here. Also, full transparency, I've been giving a lot of these last few episodes a little bit of a benefit of the doubt because of the usual with the film coming out at this point in time. They usually go a little bit light on the content for these episodes. So here's hoping that in a week or 3, we start getting the ball back into top gear for KingOhger. So, what did you think about this week's KingOhger? Daigorg gorging on souls, Kuagan got no soul, and the castle being hyped up to be stronger than the KingOhger. Then why even have a legend of these mechs if the castle was stronger to begin with? Anyway, that's it for me. Until next time, bye.